Hi everyone and welcome to a new Path of Exile video. I'm Koshido and today we are going to farm some blighted maps. I always asked to myself how do people make profit out of blighted maps? Because every time I found one, I can sell it almost instantly for a good amount of chaos. And if I try to run one without a good strategy in mind, I risk to lose currency. So I decided to do some researches and learn once for all how to run blighted maps, and I want to share my knowledge with you. First of all, let me talk a little bit about the strategies for the towers. So there are two main strategies for blighted maps. One is the Zizeran way, which is scout towers and empowering towers. So you need to find choke points near the blight pump and try to build one empowering tower and a lot of scout tower around it. You're gonna anoint the scout tower and empower tower buffs on your rings, so you're going to do everything with that. It works really well for blighted maps. For the blight ravaged maps, not really, but we are going to discuss it in another video. The other strategy, which is the one I prefer actually, is to use Seismic Tower level 3, Freeze Tower level 3, and Meteor Tower. I don't know who came up with this method first, but the Seismic and Freezing Trap combo is used since many leagues. And on top of that, I'm using the Meteor Tower, which with the correct ring anointment is leaving a burning ground on the floor. The burning ground deals damage even to monsters that are immune to the fire tower. And this is perfect because we have two towers that will slow the enemies and one tower which in any case will deal damage to enemies. So the idea is to create some choke points with the seismic and freezing tower where we slow down monsters a lot. In most of the cases they are standing still, and then we use just one meteor tower to lay the burning ground on the floor. The other ring anointment can be the empowering one. We are still using the empowering tower to boost the freezing and the seismic trap. I know it sounds a little bit complex, but actually you are looking for three towers nearby, so you can use one freezing, one seismic, and one empowering. And then the meteor tower has a very huge range, so it can be a little bit far away. If you happen to be in a map where there are a lot of immunities to the tower you're using, you can throw one or two scouting tower near the pump to help you with the damage. Regarding the ring anointments, as I mentioned earlier, we are going to use meteor towers, create burning ground for 3 seconds on hit. And the other one, I like to use the empowering towers, have a 25% increased range so I can reach more towers. Map anointments, for the test I went for 1 yellow oil, which makes monsters spawn faster, and 2 crimson oil, which makes variety of item contained in 20 blight chests lucky. Crimson oil right now is 2.5C each one. So if you want a budget version, you can use Azure oil, which instead of 10 makes 4 blight chests lucky. In addition to that, if you have trouble clearing the map, you can use amber oil to reduce the cost of building and upgrading towers, so you can lay down more towers earlier. For example, budget anointment can be amber, azure, or for example, amber, teal, and crimson oil. There are also opalescent silver and golden oil, which are very good, but they are very pricey. And if you are willing to use those oils, I would rather use them on a blight ravaged map. Before running the map, we are going to chisel them to reach 20 quality. We are going to arc them till we have at least 80 plus item quantity, and then I'm gonna use a Val Orb on it. Corrupted blighted maps have a chance to drop the corrupted oil, which is worth a lot, but is very rare on the blighted maps, so it's up to you if you want to corrupt them. Keep in mind that corrupting can also increase the item quantity even further, and the more the quantity, the better the loot. After running 20 blighted maps, I noticed that the big loot comes from the maps with 100 plus item quantity, so it's worth to spend some time to reroll your maps. Before going into Exilence next, I want to share with you some tips if you want to try out this strategy. First of all, map choice. I went for Promenade because it's not open and the blight takes one or two ways, so it's very easy to control everything, to make some choke points with a lot of towers, and then you can just sit down and wait till it finishes. Also, Promenade can drop the patent, and we got a few by doing the maps, and that is a plus. Regarding build, this strategy is very strong because you can use any build you want. You don't really need anything super fancy to do this. These make this strategy very strong in early league because even if your build is not fully developed, you can clear everything pretty easily. And keep in mind, in early league you can sell high level bases, jewelry, points are worth more, so you can make even more profit than mid-late league. And here we are, we ran 20 maps with the sacrifice fragments to increase the quantity. We made 13.8x in 20 maps. Okay, most of the values come from oils, and you will say, but you can't really sell clear sepia oil. You actually can sell them in bulk in TFT. You're going to sell them at 75% of their value if you are in a hurry, or if you have some time to spend spamming, you can actually sell them at 90% of the price. So other than that, we had a lot of stacked decks. We got a lucky drop here. I expected to find some enlighten or something like that because you're actually finding a lot of gem chests. So the chances to find very good gems are pretty high. We got Awakened Sextant, a lot of them, Pro Chaos, Divine Orb. We got 3 Deep Patent, and the choice of running Promenade has paid off. Small currency, we got a lot of small currency, which you can sell in bulk. We got some Scarabs, which you can sell them in bulk eventually. Essences and fossil, those are items that you don't really want to sell them one by one. You're gonna save on those, and then when you have 1x worth of them, you're gonna sell them, or eventually you can sell the whole stash on TFT, which is what I'm doing. Cost, we spent 15 cows for each map. We spent 6 cows on oils, 2.5 for each crimson and 1 for each teal. We spent around 5 cows for rolling the map, Kiesel, Val, Alk and Scouring. So in total we spent 26 cows for each map. Profit, stacked decks, you can actually sell them at more if you are bulking them on TFT. So you sell 85 for 1x, which means we made 1.36 with the stacked decks. Oils, as mentioned earlier, you can sell them in bulk on TFT at 75% if you're in a hurry, but if you want to spend a couple of days maybe spamming, you can actually sell them at 19% of the price. For this example, I counted 75%, so we made 631 cows of oils. We found 75C worth of the patent. We also found 120 cows worth of essences. Here again, counting them as bulk at 75% of the price because actually I'm going to bulk them. When I have 1, 2, 3, 4x worth of essences, I'm going to sell them in bulk at that price to be quick. Same things goes for fossils, bulk at 75% of the price, and we made 39 cows with those. Everything else is gems, maps, random currency, scarabs. We made 1037 cows, which is around 6x. So in total, counting, we are selling stuff at 75% of the price. Instead of 13.81x, we actually made 12.35x worth of stuff, which is 0.618x per map. Removing the cost, we made 9.35x total profit, which is 0.46 per map. And considering that blighted maps are very quick to run because the encounter lasts for 5 minutes, and let's take another 5 minutes to collect everything and dump everything in the stash tab. We can run 6 maps per hour, which is 2.8x per hour, which is very good considering that you don't really need a strong build to play blighted maps, and you don't really need too much investment on each map because you are spending 26 cows for each map. And that's it for today's video. I hope I helped you to understand how to make profit with blighted maps, and I hope you found some useful tips if you want to run this strategy. Next test will be blight ravaged maps. I want to see in the same way how you can make profit and how you can run them efficiently. And then we are going to compare Blighted versus Blight Ravaged maps to see which one is better to run. Thank you very much for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want more content like this, and remember, stay safe Exile.